going on? Shadow Walker, I'm back in the building again, and yeah. Hold on, let me move this up close real quick, because I don't think my voice will be heard around all this. So, y'all see this right here? This look nice, right? Anyway, that's besides the point. I'm not here to butter myself up for any of this. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not feeling comfortable with this game. I feel like at this point there's not enough people I can play with anymore. I've only been playing with mostly one group this whole entire time. Ever since this whole Arc Raiders thing has came upon the gaming thing and stuff like that, people have just been moving on to that game. Yeah, man. I'm kind of running out of content. I am. I'm running out of things to do in this game. I am. Like, it's crazy to believe that, but it's true. Like, I'm running out of things to do in Fortnite. I'm running out of things to do. Like, it's cool to do this red versus blue thing. It's fine to, do like randomizing and stuff like that, but at this point now, it's the same stuff. It's getting boring. And honestly, I'm just not liking it anymore. Like, I really am not. I'm going to be honest. Like, it's been bothering me for a minute now. Like, honestly, I would have never having the thoughts to say any of this stuff. But I haven't had rarely one person to really play with on this game as much as I hoped I would. I've been mostly playing by myself, literally, and that's like majority of the content I've brought out. There was probably maybe 2 or 3 videos that I put out that probably included the people I was playing with in it. But for the most part, I have not really been making content, that's really been involving, like actual people to play with on this game. Like, most of the time you see me on this game, even though I do make content for Fortnite and stuff, most of the time it's more like just me just randomizing, doing certain things, like the whole noob to elite thing. I did 4 parts of that, and I pretty much did 4 parts. I did like 4 parts of that whole noob to elite thing. I might not even do it no more, honestly. It's getting boring. There's not enough stuff to do on this Fortnite game. There isn't. Like, they got plenty of maps in here and stuff like that, and it's nice, but I'm not the type that wants to keep changing up, doing builds, then going back to 0 build, and doing that again, then changing it up, then switching it back again, when most of my content is mainly based on me doing red versus blue, seeing some crazy stuff happen, like certain videos I will put out, unless something happens, I like to record it, I record certain things that just happen out of nowhere, or like I'll make content for like maybe certain games on Blitz. I actually did a live stream for it too, by the way. I did a live stream doing Blitz, winning a couple games, then going back and mostly doing my red versus blue type thing, or like. And there was certain videos I put out that included some of my friends in there. Not much, I wish I would have included them more in there, but I just chose not to. I mean, I really had majority of the time that I really had time to even record videos for them. Unfortunately, because most of the time we're mostly playing late at night, and those are the times where I don't really have all the time in the world to actually record something with my friends, unfortunately. So it's mostly I'm recording in the mornings, or I'm recording somewhere mid in the afternoons. I mean, it all depends. But that's besides the point. There's just not enough more content I could bring out. There's not enough. and I don't want to bore myself into bringing some other content that I don't like bringing. I've made some 2K content, but 2K it's I'm just kind of leaving it out now because I'm not really feeling 2K no more. So 2K is already set and done for me. I'm not coming back to that game ever again. You'll never see me even step foot into that game. I've been hearing I ain't gonna lie, I've been seeing way too many rumors and way too much stuff in 2K about there being a colossal amount of cheaters in there. I'm tired of hearing it. I got tired of hearing it. So I was like, you know what, there's so many people cheating on the game so much, I'm just gonna leave myself out of it. But yeah, I think what makes it even more boring, I think what makes this content even more drier than what it is now is not just the fact that it's not the fact that I'm running out of things to do in Fortnite, but it's the fact that I have so many people that I have added on this game that I rarely don't play with. And it's like, I don't want to have to be that type of person to keep going out my way to freaking try to talk to people and try to play with them, you know, because nobody really wants to play with me at the end of the day. It's cool. And so many people, they got so many other friends, they got so many other people they want to play with. I'm okay with it. Listen, I have not been bothered with it for a long time now, so. But, you know, it's to a point now where it's like, I'm at this moment in my life where it's like the content doesn't matter anymore. The stuff I do on this game and the stuff that I try to do on this game really doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't. And it sucks. It really does suck, man. I don't know what else I could really do at this point, you know, that's going to matter to me playing this game. And it's like, my thing is, it's just, I'm okay with going into Red vs. Blue and just doing what I regularly do on a normal basis when I come to playing this game and stuff. Like, it's fine. But then it's like, it's to a point where it's like, I'm kind of tired of even playing by myself at this point. Most of the time it's me playing by myself. Some of the times I'll play with my friends maybe for like a good 2-3 hours. But then they get tired and bored of it, and then they just move on to like another game. You know, there's nothing much I could really do in this game. You know, and then it's like they expect me to get arc raiders, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really a big fan of games like that. I'm not. Like, I'll see the game for what it is, and I'll see how cool it is or whatever. But then games like that, I would just probably leave on the side and probably never play it ever again. How do I know? Someone told me to go back to 2K, correct? And I remember this. I remember hearing about this, about all this that happened in 2K, and you know, everything was cool in 2K and stuff. I remember hearing about. I was like, all right, well, let me try it out, see where it goes. You know what I'm saying? Tried it out maybe for like 2-3 weeks or so. Everything went fine, but then it got dried out. Everybody just stopped playing the game altogether. They saw 2K26, and then 26 just turned out to be a whole cheating fest of a game, and then I just stopped playing it. Only just because I heard that there was so many people using all types of Zens and stuff on that game. It's too much. It was too much for me, so I gave it up. And this is the moment where I'm going at with some other games. I'm not saying 2K is compared to the other games. I'm not. But my mindset is just a far different from some other people. When I see a game, and when I see a game that people tell me and stuff like that, and people tell me to try this game out, I'm going to check the game out for sure. But the thing is with games like that is that I need friends to play with on that game. I'm not gonna sit around and play a game like that by myself, like, cause I've been doing that for years, man. I used to be that type of person that would just sit around a game and just play by myself a majority of the times, and that would literally just be majority of the content I would bring out, and I wouldn't have nothing else to do after that. I'll probably go to sleep, something, maybe watch some YouTube, whatever. I don't know, but I just get tired of, I just get tired of it. I've been playing by myself for years now, and when I see a game that's like a co-op game and stuff like that, and I don't want to have to play games like that by myself. I don't. I don't like if saying this. All right, I'm gonna say this. If I'm gonna if I'm gonna commit myself to a game, and my friends tell me to play that game and say that the game is cool, I better have them in it with me. Because if they're telling me that the game is cool and I'm not seeing them getting themselves involved into the game as much as I am, I'm going to leave the game and just dip it out for good. That's how my mindset works with games. Like, I just want to let people know about that. My mindset of how games work for me is that if I'm not seeing my friend get involved into the game with me at that point, I'm just going to be done playing the game altogether. I'm going to leave it right back into... I'm going to leave it in the collection where all the other games that I left out goes there. It's going to go right into that pile where I left all the other games at, where I had people tell me that these games was cool, and then I left it out after that. You know what I'm saying? So, trust me, I have plenty of games. I've had plenty of games on my list that was just being left out, that I just didn't want to play anymore, because, like, what was the point? People was telling me the games was cool, like, telling me the games was hot, it was fire, and then all of a sudden everybody just stopped playing it, because it was either too toxic, people got tired of playing it, people was playing too serious on the game, or people just got bored of it and they just want to move on to another game that was more fun than the other. At that point, I just be doing the same thing. Like, y'all telling me a game is cool, it's fine, and then y'all just stop playing it all together after that? All because you see another game that's cooler than the other? Alright, I'm gonna just leave that game out. Uninstall, see you later. Like, that's just how it is with me. My mindset is just far different from all the others. And everybody has a different taste with things. Like, everybody has a different mindset for how they want to play games. Some people just want to continuously play the games by themselves. I mean, that's how people feel, I'm not judging anybody for that, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just the type of guy that just don't like really playing by himself that much. I don't. Just like how it is with me in Fortnite. I see it as a co-op, as a multiplayer game, and people want to actually play with me on the game, then play with me on the game. Like, I just don't want to be lonely. And another thing too, I don't like having to be the one to send invites to anybody, And that's another thing people's got to realize why I reject people so much sometimes. Is I reject people majority of the times is only just because I'm always got to be the one to send invites to everybody. And I don't like having to be that person to send invites to my own friends when they know that I'm ready to play the game. They see me on the game, invite me then. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like having to keep doing that type of stuff. And then comes to find out you never really wanted to play with me at all. And it was just all that was just to tell me that you wanted to play with me, and they never wanted to play with me ever. At that point, I just leave it alone. I don't want to be bothered with it no more. I've had people on this game that unadded me on the game and stuff. I've had people unadd me on this game just because I don't really play with the people as much as because people don't invite me no more like they used to. That's why. I always gotta be the one that keeps sending invites to y'all, but y'all, when it comes down to y'all inviting me, y'all never do that. And it's like, I can't say that for everybody, because there's only probably a few people I know that send me invites because they wanted to play with me. But other than that, for the most part, literally the majority of the people that I have on my friends list, I rarely get people to send me invites on this game ever. Rarely. Like literally, they got they got other people they play with. So it's like I end up leaving it alone because of it, and I just don't really be bothered with it no more because they be off just doing their own little thing. There was a time where I remember I joined a map, and I saw a couple of them in the map and stuff, and I don't know. It's like they didn't. It's either A, they didn't really see my name, or B, they was just too busy playing the map so much. Like I can't even begin to imagine or tell you the amount of times I've seen certain people play on one certain map the entire time, only just because they have friends or they have people that was playing that same exact map. Do you know how many times I've played on this red versus blue map, and I saw a couple of my friends that rarely invited me on this game, but I just saw them on the map only just because I just saw them? Like, I'll probably say there'll probably be a 1 or 2 out of chance I'll probably get invited to their party just because I've seen them on the game. But if I don't really see any of them and it's just me and I'm just randomizing and I don't see any of the people that's on my friends list on this game, then it's like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what to tell you at that point. Listen, I'm not putting this out there to be any type of drama or anything like that, because I don't have no drama with no one on this game. I don't have drama with anybody. Like, I really don't. Like, honestly, like, if I did, I'd tell it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have drama with anybody. I really don't. I don't have no problems with no person on this game, or let alone just pretty much anywhere, you know? Even if people have problems with me, I'm just not gonna stir around and just start problems with anybody else. You know, I'm just not that type of person, you know? Some people like to throw bad trauma on me, but nowadays I used to be like that back then. I used to always want to be a troublemaker, and you know, my mindset never really worked out as well as I hoped it would. But I don't know, that's just how it was with me. Who is that?
I'm telling you, son, it's not a joke, Jim.
Sorry. But I don't know, that's just how it is with me now. I don't want to. My thing is with me in this game now, I'm just tired of doing the same thing over and over. Like, it's like I want to change maps, but like, what's the point of changing maps if it's going to be pretty much the same effect? Doesn't make sense, you know. And I would have just got pretty tired of it all at that point, you know. Listen, I've had people ditch me on this game or whatever. I've had people just really wanted to see me on this game as much like I used to. Listen, I'm pretty much a person with a cool vibe at the end of the day, you know, and I'm going to keep having a cool vibe regardless of anything that happens. Honestly, I don't really care much about it, you know, but what I mostly am just trying to say is that I'm tired of playing this game. I'm just bored of doing the same thing over and over when it's just not worth doing this over again. And I don't really have much other games to play, honestly, you know. I wish I could go off and show the list of the games that I had, but most of those games are just you facing against other people online. It's not you teaming up with them or making friends with other people online. It's not that. You know, it's more like you facing against them online and stuff like that. It's something like that, basically. So I don't know. I'm sure I'll figure it out somehow. Like, there's plenty of games I could play, but just don't have, like, you know, like an online process with the games and stuff. So I gotta try to figure it out. I gotta figure out what to do, you know, in the meanwhile. But, yeah, I think I'm done right here. How long was it? Okay. I just kind of wanted to just express my opinions on how I was feeling about me doing content like this all the time, and well, most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time. And I don't know. Hopefully, I'll hit up some of my friends sooner or later so I can get back playing like Fall Guys or something like that. I don't really want to play Fall Guys, but as long as I just want to get back to playing games like the good old days, like I used to. Just don't want to sit around being bored all day with this, this dang Fortnite game or whatever. And I don't know what's going on. It's the feelings just not. My thing is the feelings just not the same no more like it used to. So I don't know. Hopefully I see somebody, hit me up and see anybody wants to play with me on the game sooner or later. Other than that, I'm just gonna be done for today. Hopefully y'all listen to my opinions and hopefully y'all understand. Or even if you don't understand, it's fine. Honestly, I'm not worried about it or troubled about it. At the end of the day, I'm always going to try to figure out something. I'm not gonna just give up my content just because I'm bored of this. I'm gonna figure out something. I'm gonna figure out a way out of this. I always do anyway. I'm always figuring out something. I'm not the type to just give up on it. So I'm sure we'll figure out something later down the line of me making content. So we'll see what happens. Other than that, hopefully y'all got a chance to listen. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the video. Even if you don't listen, it's fine. Listen. God bless y'all. I show nothing but love and support for anybody that comes around and watches my videos, or who comes around and plays with me on the game, or who messages me and stuff like that. I'm always that type of person. Just showing my ever what support for anybody. It doesn't matter who it is. At the end of the day. So, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. It's your man Shadow Walker. One love. God bless. If there's anybody that's felt this way too, let me know in the comments, or show this video some love. Give it a like if you have ever felt this way too, of feeling some type of loneliness in these games, not just Fortnite, just games in general. Or you just feel any type of loneliness anywhere, just let me know. Alright, it's your man Shadow Walker. God bless y'all. I love every single one of y'all, whoever watches this video. One love. God bless. I'll see y'all later. Peace out.